No.
I know it's a shock. I'm sorry.
Cancer.
Did somebody send for the world's oldest candy striper?
You came back.
Well, I was worried about leaving you here all alone.
Oh, Mom, I'm fine.
Well, if you're fine, then I guess you won't be needing these things.
Whoa. Bring that over here.
I've got cookies and books, movies.
That was the best medicine in the world. But you really didn't have to do this.
Don't talk with your mouth full. Was that Thomas I saw driving away?
Yeah.
You argued?
Tried not to. But he's still upset over losing Caitlyn, although he won't admit it. He keeps insisting that he's moved on.
He's young. It hurts.
Yeah, I know. I really hate to see him like this, especially since the more upset he gets, the easier it is for Amber to take advantage.
You're really concerned about him?
No, don't get me wrong. I'm really ticked off at him. I mean, him going to Caitlyn's father like that.
I know. He set off a firestorm.
And we haven't heard the end of it yet.
We are not done talking.
Yes, we are. You want me to quit Forrester. Give up what I want most in this world.
Rick?
Listen to you. The way you talk about him. Look down on him. You don't even know him.
I know the family he's from,
They're wonderful people.
whose values are completely opposite to ours.
That is so not true. Rick's mom grew up in the valley. She worked her way through college. She never gave up. She's this incredible success story. And she believes in me. And so does Eric and Ridge and Rick. Everybody but my own father. You two arguing again. Not for long. Because I'm out of here. For good.
What kind of cancer?
Colon.
At your age?
It's not as rare as you might think. I mean, rare enough that you're not screened until you turn 50. Unless you ask for it. Which, of course, I didn't know I needed to do. You know, I just was tired all the time. You know, I went to all these different doctors and, you know, they told me chronic fatigue. One told me depression, poor diet. I guess I was lucky.
Lucky?
Some people don't have any symptoms at all until it's too late. Finally, they found it, and we did surgery right away. And they had told me that it had spread to my lymph nodes.
Oh, my God.
Which is stage 3, next to last. And then I had 6 months of chemotherapy, which hurt like hell.
Are you finished with the chemo?
Yeah.
Well, what's the result?
I just found out. It looks like it worked. I mean, the doctors told me that I'm cancer-free now.
Oh, Felicia. My God, Felicia. went through this all alone.
Tougher than you thought, huh?
But you didn't have to. If you just called, I would have been on the next plane.
I know.
You said you wanted me there. I don't understand.
You know what? You never really have understood me.
But Felicia, in a crisis.
Yeah, well, that's the only reason why you would have been there, was because of the crisis.
Well, what does that matter? I mean, if you needed me.
What I needed from you, I wouldn't have been able to get, even if you had come.
Why do you say that?
Oh, God, you could have come to see me at any time. To any one of my showings that I invited you to.
Felicia, whenever you invited me, you always made it seem as though it didn't matter one way or the other if I came.
Well, what do I have to do? Beg? I mean, what does it take to get you to... Now we know what it would take, don't we? Cancer, death, sense of duty. I mean, that's what it takes to bring us together. But you know how sad that is? I had enough to deal with. I couldn't handle that too.
You knew Hector wouldn't be comfortable with the age difference, and that it would be important that you and Caitlyn took things slowly. And that was the plan, right? But then you two almost slept together.
Mom, do we really have to talk about this?
Well, considering you're laid up with broken ribs and a recently collapsed lung, absolutely. You need to take Hector's objections seriously.
I understand that.
Do you?
Yes. And not because I'm afraid of him, it's because he's Caitlyn's father. You know, the one person who she's been closest to her entire life, and this is really tearing her apart.
Caitlyn, you're not going anywhere.
Yes, I am. Unless you can get him to back off. He still expects me to stop seeing Rick and quit Forrester.
What, you're going to tell me now everything's going to be fine?
I just think there must be some kind of middle ground here.
I'm not taking half measures when the future of my daughter's at stake.
Your daughter. Oh, just look. Okay, everybody, let's just take a step back. All right? Caitlyn, I mean, you have to understand why your father is so worried. After everything that he and I went through.
That's why he should understand.
I do understand just how easily and fast things can get out of control.
That's not gonna happen to us.
You can't plan on things happening, Katie. What if you get pregnant?
I'm not gonna get pregnant, okay? We're not gonna go that far.
I don't believe you.
Hector.
I don't trust her with decisions this big. You've already shown me that you just don't have the maturity.
Oh, okay, you want maturity? How about I live out on my own? I'd rather do that than be stuck here with you yelling at me all the time.
Just stop it! Now just stop it, both of you! I finally just found my family again, and I'm not gonna lose it.
Felicia, you say that you wanted us to be closer, but you didn't. You left town to get away from me.
You didn't fight my leaving.
I respected your decision.
You were relieved. Just admit it.
Felicia, what do you want me to say to you? What do you want from me? I tried. I really tried to be a good mother to all of my children.
Well, it seemed to come easier with some more than others.
You're very hard on me.
Oh, God. I'm hard on you? Wow. That's irony.
I know you think that I'm judgmental and critical and controlling. Well, maybe I am, but what the hell does it matter now? Felicia, I love you. You must know that.
How would I?
Because you're my child. Look, I know it hasn't always been easy for me to talk to you and to approach you. And, you know, whenever I tried to be involved in you didn't want that. You didn't. So I learned to keep a respectful distance. And now you're just standing here and you're telling me all of this. Why didn't you say something sooner?
Because I was waiting for you to say something. Something other than, when are you going to grow up? Well, you know what? I have the answer to that now. Because cancer grew me up. It did. And let me tell you something. You know, on those days when I didn't think that I could take anymore, lying in that bed waiting to get some test result to tell me whether, my life was going to be over or not, I could hear your voice in my head. And you were saying to me, no daughter of mine is going to lay down and die. You get off your butt and you fight. You were there with me. You did help me get through it. You would have been so proud of me.
Felicia, I am proud of you. I'm so proud of
I'm sorry, I don't see this getting any better, and I just can't live like this.
Katie, stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? Maybe I have been too hard on you. But it's because I'm scared to death. Don't you understand?
No, Dad, I don't understand. I am not 6 years old. I'm a grown woman.
But that's what scares me.
You can't make things the way they were. I've changed, and I'm sorry if you don't like what you see.
Don't ever say that. Don't think that, honey. I love you so much.
But you think I'm an idiot.
No, I think that you could get hurt. Really hurt. And it kills me. Because for the first time in my life, I can't protect you. Don't you see?
Don't put me in a cage, Dad. I won't stay.
I know. We'll work something out, okay? Something we both can live with. We're gonna work this out together, okay? As a family. Now, I don't really understand how you feel about fashion, and I sure as heck don't know what you see in Rick.
Dad.
But I will listen, okay? I promise. Just remember, this is hard on me.
Okay. So, I can go?
Yeah.
I won't let you down, Dad. I promise.
You did the right thing.
So now that you're finished with the chemo, what happens?
Well, I see my doctor in 3 months, and then in 6 months I have another colonoscopy. Something I'm used to.
Well, the difference is this time you won't have to go through it alone. And I mean that, no arguments. A support system can make all the difference, honey.
I'm starting to realize that. Nick came with me on my last doctor's visit.
You told him?
No, not exactly. He did some research. You know, the pills in my purse.
The pills.
Right. If there are any recreational side effects to anti-nausea drugs, I certainly haven't noticed them.
I owe you an apology.
Let's just focus on the future. Now that I have one.
Nick gonna be part of it?
I don't know.
So, have you told Kristen and your brothers?
No, and I don't want to yet.
I have to tell your father.
I know. Of course you can tell Dad. Just nobody else right now, please.
You have my word.
I know this might be hard for you to understand, but I've just been in such a strange place, you know? My life has just been in such a limbo.
Sweetheart,
You're going to live a long, long life. And you never have to face anything like this ever again. Alone.
It's so nice to have you on my side.
Hey,
Hey.
you're here. What did you do, climb out your window?
No. My dad and I had a breakthrough. I think he's finally starting to understand.
He is?
You know, he's just afraid of losing me and of me growing up. For him to admit that, he's really putting forth an effort.
Well, that's awesome. I know how much you guys mean to each other, and I really didn't want to mess that up.
No, you haven't. I think we're gonna come out even stronger. So, how are you?
Oh, my lungs, fine. The ribs are going to take a while to heal, but overall I get a gold star. Except there's just this one ache that won't go away.
Where?
Here.
You know, this is what got us in trouble in the first place.
Oh, what trouble? Oh, you mean when I almost became roadkill and you almost lost your job and our parents accused us and each other of trying to destroy the known universe?
Do you regret it?
Well, I'm no expert in parenting, obviously. But I think what you did today with Caitlyn headed off a lot of major problems. I think she needs to know that you trust her, and I believe that you can.
Maybe. But what about Rick? I mean, I didn't tell Katie this, but I understand that guy a lot better than she thinks. I know what it's like to be burning up for a beautiful woman who's too young for you. I'll tell you this, though. If he pushes it too far with Katie, he's going to have to answer to me.
Do you remember where we left off the other night?
Yeah.
So do I. I was dreaming about it when you showed up.
Wow. You really are feeling better.
Ah, cracked ribs? What cracked ribs?
You know, maybe I should just let you get some rest.
I don't want to rest.
What do you want?
Right now, at this very moment,